Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It is me, the Review Master 19, and I just want to say before I start the video, thank you very much for 23 subscribers. It means a lot, guys. I love making content, I love making people happy. That's why I do YouTube, and I do it as a hobby. But yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at the Buildarmy Tiger 1. As far as I'm aware, I'm the first person ever to make a video on the Buildarmy Tiger 1. I have the EZ8 Sherman, and just before we start the video, I'm going to give you a comparison on a Kobe Tiger and the Buildarmy Tiger 1 in scale. So let's do that now before we start the video. To give you an idea of size, let's roll in the Kobe Tiger. So the Buildarmy Tiger 1, yes, I know this one's dusty. That's because it's been on my shelf for ages. I need to dust it. But yeah, this is the size of the Buildarmy Tiger 1 and the Kobe. And you can see Kobe is good, it's printed. Buildarmy is mainly just a block. But yeah, as you can see, the tracks on the Kobe Tiger move. And the tracks on this one don't really move well because it's not supposed to be a toy. So putting the Kobe Tiger away, we can now have a look at Buildarmy Tiger 1. So, the front of the tank is really nicely detailed. We've got the tracks, we've got the 88mm gun. I did make a few modifications, so if you do get the model and you're wondering why some of the features aren't there, I've modified them, that's why. So we'll turn in the gun around, and we can see the MG34 port, and that does move and pivot, which is nice. And it's very clever how they've used the Lego gear joint. We've got a shovel here. We can see the driver's port, and that's actually, if I zoom in real close, that's actually a clear piece of Lego there. That's actually, there's only, out of the, I think 450 blocks, maybe more, there is only one real Lego element in this entire kit. It took me a day to make. Pretty challenging build. It's full interior as well, and we'll get into that. So we can see the tracks, you can see the other tracks and the wheels and the linkages, and yes, it does have suspension. The tracks move really well, and there's stickers as well, which I put on. You can see the side skirts there, really nice. And the reason why there's holes in this side and this side is because you could actually put some cabling on, but I didn't want to because the cabling wouldn't fit. So the wheels are very nice. The looped overlapped road wheel arrangement, really nice. If I just take the turret off real quick, yes, you'll get to see the interior soon. You can see the suspension. All it is basically these little bogies here, and the suspension does actually work. I'll just quickly show you. Really nice model. We'll put the turret back on. That's the side. And we can now see the back. It's got the FIFO filters, which I removed the tubing. We've got the silencers and the mufflers there. The Balkenkreutzer, the starter. And you can see there's the starting handrail where you crank it. Really nice grey blocks. Turret's really nice as well. It's usually very difficult to get the Tiger feel. So, we're going to come back again, and this time we're going to take a look at the features, because I know that's what you're dying to see. The features we're going to begin with, we'll start with the gun, actually. I'll show you the gun. It does depress and elevate, which is nice. As you can see, I made a modification there so it wouldn't wiggle. But I removed the two minifig heads. The turret does rotate 360 degrees, which is nice, and the turret has a tendency to fall off. There you go, 360 degrees. I'm just going to rotate it this way, and now we can see, oh look, it moves. There you go. And now we can see if I zoom in again, the model does actually have these opening hatches. So the radio operator / gunner's hatch opens, and the driver's hatch opens as well, but it comes off because it's a bit loose. Really nice. That's accurate to how the Tiger hatch is opened. And on the inside, you can see some slight interior detailing. It's better off if I take this entire panel off, and now we can see some more of the interior. You can see some seats and some paneling and stuff, and we'll get into that in a minute. So we'll just put that down, and you can actually close the hatches, and they close really nice. They go flush with the model. They don't look messy like most tank models and Guan, you know. So now let's get into the turret. Now the turret only has one opening hatch, and can you guess? No, it does not have. Actually, I'm going to take the turret off here. We can just see it in detail. Really nice. Supposed to be the mantler. We've got the nice sloping there, and we've got the smoke grenade charges, but the hatch that opens is the Lotus hatch. It did open, but there's no point because it's clamped shut, and I glued it. I don't know why I did that. I actually glued it, so if I try to open it, it'll break it. The commander's hatch opens, and the way it opens, it's like this. Like that. The bricks are very loose because they're not actually real Lego, so the clutch power isn't very good. Pretty sure I can say that. Lego, please don't sue me. But yeah, you can see the detail there. It's all there, look. And we can probably fit a figure inside. But yeah, and the turret does move. Or the gun. The gun on the Tiger was the Flak-Levin 88mm. They used it on all sorts. They used it on U-boats as a deck gun. They also used it on tanks such as the King Tiger, Königstiger, and the Tiger 1. And it was an essential tank killer. One hit and it could take out most tanks easily, Shermans, as we said last time when we reviewed the Stug spicy Shermans. We can see the stowage bin, which is very nice. We've got the track linkages there. These are actually called eyelets. And what this was is when the tank had its turret taken off, the eyelets would be there so they could remove the turret from the body. I may as well show you there's a tiny bit of detail, and it's amazing how they got the turret basket in here. And you've got a tiny commander's seat. You've got the drive, the electrical drive, because the Tiger turret was operated by an electric drive, so they can push a switch and the turret will rotate automatically. Then there was the manual drive where you had to, on most tanks, crank a hand wheel and that would turn the turret. I believe 60 seconds it took. But that's the Tiger turret, okay. So the other feature, oh yeah, by the way, if you ever get the kit, the turret basket comes off an awful lot. So if you're not a fan of things falling off your models, if you ever get this kit, be aware. That's all I'm going to say. But if it annoys you, you can just take the turret basket off and just have the, turret there. And it'll still spin 360. So the other feature on the model, now we've revealed that, is you can see some more interior detail. We can see this red thing here is the turret cupola thing, and then we can see the fire extinguisher, and then the rounds for the 88mm shells. Yep, pretty nice. And then if we look at the far front, we can see some seating. If I get my fingers in there, I don't think I'm going to be able to. But another cool thing is you can take the radiator covers off, and you can see the radiators. Now, the model does not come with radiators. These are actually Kobe propeller things from the Nano aircraft, but I just switched them out because it looks cool. But if you get the kit, you can modify it and stuff. You can do all sorts with this. It's full interior, so... But you can't fit minifigures into it, or just regular figures in here. It's usually just these black plates on here, not the propellers, so... Yep, we can also remove the engine deck, or open it, to see that Maybach HL230, because it's a 3-cylinder engine. Correct me if I'm wrong, and yes, that does come out. And you can also open the radiator. No, the fan covers, that's what these are. Yeah, these are supposed to be fan covers. But yeah, pretty cool. And if you really wanted to, you could remove these. And we can take this entire hatch down to see all of the details. I'll be right back with you once I've disassembled everything and we'll have a full look at the interior. And we're back. So after taking the front part off, and as you can see, this is how the hatches work. And you can still see the... Oh, I forgot. That's not supposed to come off. Bear with. We can now see all of the interior. We can remove the engine deck if we want, so you can get a full look. So this is a Tiger 1, and as you can see, we have some seating. We have the seats. The blocks are terrible quality. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. You can see the steering wheel, which unlike most tanks, the Tiger actually had a steering wheel. And it also had the sticks where you veered left and right. The only Lego element is hidden right back here, and it's that gauge. And it works really well. We've got the seats, which are brown, and then you've got, I just added this in for detail. And I've also added some radio detail as well. And if we look inside, there's usually a machine gun port, but what I did was I just added these two black dishes, which added for padding. Really nice. I even added a foot pedal there for the machine gun. But yeah, as you can see the engine and the fans, and I'm going to take the engine out for you. But yeah, the quality of the blocks is, no offense to Buildarmy, but the quality of the blocks isn't great. You can see the engine, which is nice. But yeah, so I'm going to now put everything back, and we will have a look at some other parts on the model. Okay, and we're back. So we just put the fan covers down. That. Put this piece back onto the plate. Finally, we put the turret back on, and that is Buildarmy's Tiger 1. I would explain more about the model, but I want to keep it a surprise for you because there's a few other bits on the model which I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, Buildarmy's Tiger 1, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and get ready for the solitaire playthrough of Kido Butai.